everyone, Christy Arnett here for Card Player TV, and on the beach, I'm with Tom Dwan. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Alright, I got
played some golf for the first time ever today.
I know, that's awesome. How'd it go?
Not too well. I lost a little bit of money.
But first, we have to talk about this really quick.
Are you jumping in a Shark Tank?
You know, I'm not jumping in a Shark Tank, but maybe something close. Okay. We'll talk about that later, but first we have to talk about the challenge that we spoke about in the article. We talked about your past and present, but we also talked about a challenge that you're putting up to the poker world. I know that you were expecting it not to come out for a couple of weeks since this magazine won't hit the stands for a while, but
it did.
It did. Now, before we get into any players...
And it already has people accepted.
Exactly, I know, but before we get into that, let's first talk about the stipulations and what the challenge entails.
It's 50,000 hands of 200, 400 or higher, no limit or PLO. I put up 1.5 million on the side to anyone's 500,000, and if you're up $1, you keep that, and if you're up $1 million, you keep the million plus the side bet. And I'm doing it just to try to create some action because I don't get people playing more than 2 tables heads up usually, and even 2 tables a lot of times not for too long. So got some action, and hopefully it'll work out good.
All right, now, who are the players who have expressed some interest?
David Benjamin, I believe, is first in line, I think, but I'm not sure. I heard this secondhand, but Phil Ivey said that he should be second in line, or first in line, I mean. And then Phil Ivey and Patrick, one of them will be second in line, I think, unless Sammy Kelpuro, Lars Luzak, said he was also possibly interested, but
okay.
I think since they expressed interest first, I'd put them first. I don't really know what I'm going to do, whatever. I mean, I'll have them flip forward or something.
All right, well, actually, we have one of our reporters looking into this story, and David Benjamin said that he has not yet expressed that he wanted to do this, but Phil Ivey is definitely interested, and so is Patrick Antonius. So what do you think about that?
Okay.
You're not afraid to play either of them at all for 50,000 hands?
I mean, we play a lot. We'll see. We'll gamble. We'll see who wins.
Definitely. Well, isn't there a fear that, I mean, although you're putting 1.5 million up and the other person is putting 500 up, isn't there a fear that it's going to be way more swingy than that? I mean, you're playing 200, 400. That's pretty big.
That's the game should be pretty swingy. There's a very good likelihood there will be a few million won or lost, other than the side bet.
Okay. Now,
so,
what kind of timeline are you thinking? Maybe
if I do it with any of those 3 guys or Sammy, then we won't worry about too many rules. If I do it with anyone I don't know that well, or who I think might be somewhat annoying if they were losing, not pay up, something like that, then we'll say like you need to play a certain amount of hands per week, something like that. Like if I did it with Phil or Patrick, we'd probably just have the other person arbitrate and say if any 2 out of the 3 of us agreed or something like that, whatever works best. But both of them, you know, if they're down a lot, aren't going to try to slow it down.
Right.
If I'm down a lot, I'm obviously going to say, okay, good game, you know.
Definitely.
Either here's your 1.5 million or let's play some more hands. But I'm pretty sure everyone who wants a chance to play will get a chance to play. We'll see. I mean, there's a possibility if I lose 2 in a row or something that I might decline action to further people, or if somehow I go and lose like 200 buy-ins, which I've been known to tilt a little bit, so you never know. But assuming that doesn't happen, I would guess most people who want to play, and probably all, will get a chance in next year.
All right. Well, of those 3, of Benjamin, Antonius, and Ivey, which would you rather play first?
Doesn't really matter, yeah. I mean, I think all of them actually are better overall poker players than me, by quite a bit. I happen to think in this one area that I might have a little edge, and we'll see if I do. And I don't know. I guess we'll see if I do. There you go.
It'll be very interesting, and I hope you keep us updated.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Depends on what you're jumping.
Okay. If I jump in a Shark Tank,
then you get daily updates.
Okay, we'll see
if you touch
if
the bottom.
Happens. Okay, we'll see if that happens. I'm not a good swimmer, and I'm also deathly afraid of sharks. We'll see, but we've got jet skis going on back here, and I think we're gonna go try that out. So, thanks. I'm Christy Arnett with Tom Durrrr for Card Player TV.
Look how me good, look how me strong, look how me great. Good enough, I do to walk up into the earth.